I think His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to land NDC in a serious problem. Now, what I'm saying, no, if you listen to this editorial, you understand why I'm saying this. Now, this is based on their personal feeling. And my name is Namfo Mienu Eko Yadamfo Bakobi Ewe de Nase. Na yako ya yeba no. Yede nipa bako kan ye ho because no si obesi wakwan so. Inti na afe kanim no. Yababe dane ye 4 because me kan ho ye 3. Inti afe kanim no ne ye 4. Na me namfofo ni na ye me namfofo a na ye na ye wo hostel bako emra na ye wo ye KNUST. Inti omu ni na ye graduate, university graduate. Na enkomo na ye di. Me namfofo na wo mu ye university graduate omu te ka anim no. Bako minim so ye NDC ni. Bako minim so ye MPP ni. The other one na ye ba wo ba be kan ye ho de onu minim party a wo join it. But inkita hudi a yenyaye emra ye nam kwan so aye ko a ye ba ensem a ye kan ye no ema me realize bibi say this is the sentiment of random 4 guys wo ye university graduates. If this is their sentiment, then I kid you not, say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obechichire wo hawa to NDC for so. Basemi America no enye or how I beka say your how bonny. In fact, as a leader, this is the problem you want to create. And then your first time I'm going to go into details. And then your first time subscribing and click the notification bell on the so. Oyan is our latest news biaba on sa ebeka. Na ebusian for me guswa kaimo. Say there is a Dubai tour coming off for teachers. Na uye teacher ni anasa person surprise teacher ni bia wabwao. Ewo abrabomwa between 26th to 31st March. A all-inclusive experience. Just say unya make payments pay. And no answer with your bag. Just say Dubai City Tour, Desert Safari, yacht, ube cruise wo yacht. Just say enya sem ketwa. Mi hu bibi say that for teachers. Fre 024 986 9616. Enije semwe one ho and say part payments ewo ho. It is a sikano to mean nina for 1 month krana. You can call the number and then decide on time I hope so yeden utia. Na miwi amesanso akayo se utie me na opese wo invest. Opese wo sika ekonenim ewo man nimu a learn how to invest in the financial sector ewo oman we mu. Book na eda screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor. It is a practical guide to investing in Ghana. In fact, it is the only book you can get on Amazon that talks about investments in Ghana. If you want the hard copy, get it on Amazon. Buy per soft copy now, 100 cedis per. You can call or you can WhatsApp 055-807-4986. Once you make payment, you get a book on WhatsApp. Over to me your book on the PDF, and I say the tree video, and I say the English video. There is a link in the comment box. Or click here. You get the book on your phone without even calling. Partial. No. Now, young concept. So let me tell you. This is let me tell you the story. Intino, send America no. Madam for be a wedding. Now wedding no. Now was say me kofa me namfo fo mienu. Eka ho ni ye na ye kwa wedding no. Inti me namfo fo bi ba be parke wo baby. Ena me kwa ye na me kokko form. Ena ye ba inti we are using the motorway. Tiembra ye use motorway no. Madam for baako oye ejuma e was shipyard. Right? Oye Juma was shipyard. So that's how the conversation started. Oye Juma was Temahabo shipyard. Now shipyard no. Now or explain ya me say Nipakra will see ye Kwame Nkrumah. And so he was showing me, he was explaining and later not me pictures of Kwame Nkrumah and the idea what this shipyard. Now apparently no ships no and na mention swana omo person ye maintenance omoba a shipyard no. Not to say I maintenance amomo. That was the idea of Kwame. In fact, what let me say Kwame Nkrumah idea cra and it says shipyard no. Nanka pese ye see ship ewo ho. Ghana ye see ship ewo ho. That was the main idea. But the secondary idea, and they say, yensansu ye maintenance of ship ewo ho. But for some reason, Kwame Nkrumah wu ye nintia or koye, or the only idea koye ntino. The main idea in Ghana yentumianye, but the secondary idea in the idea na ekoso ewo ho. So he was telling me, and American, this was the first time I even got to know something like this. So he showed me pictures, how omoye juma shape ne ba, the omoye. Into he was telling me, say, ono ye MPP ni, na MPP time, shipyard no eguye. And I say, di entia. I must say, MPP ba no, omo manage place ni ye. Sikedie, basa, enu hunti shipyard ni guye. I say, I say, yeah. And no catch so basisi NDC by 1 year ya shipyard na sha see ye dwuma biom. I no kra no international year bodies no ene de pressure to Mahama so and Mahama esanso be renovate shipyard no. Because so far it looks like it is the biggest shipyard no kan so boa dia me so me boa. Or say it is the biggest shipyard in Africa. International ships no complaining say so moba Africa and our shipyards na Africa ni complaining say the only place shipyard they be to me aye maintenance ama ships no Europe. Into moba Africa no mo ship no Ford bi wo ho na so mo ye maintenance bi just so mo ko Europe. Into mo the pressure to Mahama so say Mahama on my shipyard ni operate. Mahama buy ya first thing and on my shipyard na sha say operate. Tienda wo ko ho obun say ships wo ho ye maintenance. Into no de obo Mahama ba so sa de na Mahama ye no. Into ye kwa na afi enkomo ne sha ase na we yaka say okọ baby during ye Mahama first year na we hu say ye yi kwan bi wa ha we hu say ye yi kwan bi wa ha into conversation e be mu no won say ye mbema into conversation e be mu no ekofa World Cup in sense because won say mbema ye shia san na ye cha ye old mates ti ye di nkomo. But I noticed something. I didn't notice here and say the average Ghanaian today is getting more involved in politics. Because that was what I told me catch madam say me emra na mi so anu na me pe politics. Na sa madam fu na me ne me ka omo na me ni omo te ka anim no. Ba ko yesu anu no ono ye me na madam fu free collaborate. Still me ne be ko school ni nyama. Yesu anu na de bia wo bo mechi. Say now what then ye nkola wo de bia wo ka politics one sense because Ghana nkola de politics wo de den. Inti yesu anu na de bia obo mochi. Because obana me hwe news me TV ho a me tie politics. Me hwe news a ye politics. Inti yesu anu de ono de bia no attack me sa. But surprisingly, he was also even involved in especially governance and politics. So I told him say my realizing Bibi say the ordinary Ghanaian youth today is concerned about governance and politics. And look at him say yes. Yes. Say sisi baby Ghana do ne de obi ani bie wo politics nti senia na first no MPP fo twantro no sisi na nkoye mu biom. Na me ka say that could be the reason why I ende MPP ababe dane a disgusting political party for people. Because it looks like the normal youth no, especially with the Ghanaian youth no, omweni ababe bie won sembi mu amomo hu say say NDC aye twa ye ndro say wo mo kra mo nye party papa na so omomom no ye party papa. Intitie ekoso ni na no. So we were talking about World Cup say Morocco for omotumi esi facility because African Cup ekoso ye ni na ye hu facility ya omo esi nti no asemo ane ye kan say the next African country I will make to me host the World Cup Morocco because omo esi facility infrastructure nti no na madam for bako ka so ono de ogidi say the only person I will be to me esi infrastructure ama Ghana Mahama nti o kan sa no ena de wo ye MPP ni na wono so tena kan nim no ka say ane no kware ono de ogidi say yep Ghana ye pese ye host the World Cup in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, yen fancy ye ni so say ye be develop your mind no, ye be ye akwan, ye be ye infrastructure, ni ye see stadium. Yen fancy ye ni so in the next 10 years ye be to me aye. Inti ba ko ne ka so no de ogidi say Mahama pe ne be to me aye no. ena mia me katro mo say na se Mahama ya ye kenkra asem wa me de femu no na se Mahama ya ye kenkra no obekọ enche obekọ owi a wokọ afi behwe me namfofo mienu yi omo se hwe ehene ha okwa omo se okọ he me namfofo mienu ne nsem abaako a woye NDC ni abaako woye MPP ni no MPP ni na kra no mum kese ose Mahama no ose owi a wokọ he na me se Ghana constitution ne tre se won to me ndi so bi nti owi a wokọ he se owi a wokọ ose masami nya za asem na meka no ose mi nya za asem na meka ne kra mi nya hwe okọ he ne weja ma hwan ono a na wo so otena so no oye na in the next 10 years nti ono ne de ne say in the next 10 years na Ghana yen host World Cup no ono bi susu se Mahama na ebetumi aye. And so from then senior America no the conversation was going, and then we came back to the shipyard conversation, and then it now became politics. And he was telling me, in fact we even talked about the gold board in Sensem no Emma asemo a wono ka tell say wono wo MPP ni embra gold board in Sensem ne ba ya wo tie no asemo a wo ka ne say e ka ban ni but otie professors ni omo a omo ye intellectuals no otie nsemo a wo mu ni na wo mo ka otie ase say gold board asemo omo ka say eye ka wo se de no at least yenya emfaso wo so a emfaso ne ye about 10 billion into ono de he has no problem with that. No we no ka tell me say wono obi a ne hu osi MPP ni o osi obi a ne hu ye ne hi e politics mu miracles aboaje because ombu Ghana for, and you see it is something I me constantly have told you say MPP for they don't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. Say the fact say miracles aboaje etumi ba be gina TV so na o share propaganda na nsin oye no ono tenase na odwon say ya Ghana for ye hu ne say abrabo no aye cheap. You want to say first, a mobile turn here turn maybe at 150, 130, no, and then you turn around 80. Now, so better not TV so I walk out and say, Mahama, yes, it's as someone walk on any fool. And you see, the funny thing is, Enra, let me tell you, the funny thing is, Enra, for the first, I was shocked because Mimi Obia, a yana me to fool, I am say me to fool, I am say me call Accra. Meaning say fool, I was say me to 400 cities. Me to 400 cities now. Ebe ma me half me de be kwa Accra na ba but surprisingly Enra me economy to full of 400 cities na afei me gauge no ayema aka one ba pe na ayema me de call Accra ne ba Enra still ba number form, but that's just by the way. But we were talking about politics. Basically it was about politics, and Mahama nsemba ya na ye kase enche Mahama bekono. They did not like the idea. And Senior American, I want you to understand. Said these are university graduates who understand democracy. And you see what it is letting me understand is that the ordinary Ghanaian, and I know that I've constantly been using this word, but the ordinary Ghanaian is sort of losing trust in some elements of our democracy. And I say sound common na me namfofo ni die no obi be hu ne say eye normal inkomo, but sound common no e ma mesua nyama bebre because me nyo obi a eye na me type nipa mu entem emu kosa into once in a while me hia me namfofo ni edi inkomo a eye na me person me gauge what is going on with everyone, and then yenina your mentality, our state of mind, baby, I will be what you say. So, Enra, me gauge, that is what I understood. Say, the ordinary Ghanaian is not having trust in some elements of our democracy. Because first, no nanka a no-go zone. We bo or minus we call. But these are university graduates. Bakokra MPP niya. Idea ne ba ya me share that ka say na Mahama ya mo ka say 10 years ya mo ka say yenye we Mahama yikra na enche obekọ no. The response they gave me Emma me hu said abi. The ordinary Ghanaian does not believe in that side of democracy again, especially the youth our mobano. And you see, that's what I'm saying. The NDC will be put in a serious problem if whatever His Excellency John Dramani Mahama warrior and then if it continues that way, the NDC will be in a serious problem because they'll have to deal with this. They'll have to deal with it. They'll have to be able to convince Ghanaians, say, Mahama Oko, na kona woko no, we have other people who can equally do better. It is a serious problem for the NDC. They will have to deal with it. I didn't want to talk about Mahama's third term agenda, whatever again, because you know my stance on it. But I'm just telling you. Inti, your call where the new year, ye be ye baba, koson so be journey and so will be see what coin so no. Catherine so be see what spintex. And yes, you okay. Inti ye ban ye nam coin so no. And when him say, road construction air koso ewo motorway. Inti ye who all those constructions and all those things. And so ye buy, you know, still in the car. We were having chats, we were talking. And the new one now wababe ka hono. Bibi sound so by. No so ka say, hey, Mahama de tetem no prompo obeko. Now ya babe dane 4 graduates in the car. Ye kono ye 3. 2 ese Mahama nko tetem. Ya babe dane 4 graduates in the car. Third one na wababe ka hono. Me pe na me se Mahama monko. Bobi asi onko. Fourth one na wababe ka hono. Ono so wababe ka se Mahama nko. And I told him, say, oh, me, I don't like the idea. And the question will be, Sammy say, didn't tell me the idea, and why? And I'm going say, oh, I say, yeah, I encourage you, Bibisa, me, who say unconstitutional. And indeed, it is unconstitutional. But say, encourage you, Bibisa, near Mama Hama kwa. One day, Ghana, ya beba benya, obi obeba bedi yeswa, ebia enko ye. Na say, ni bakrono, edi ebufu semsa, edin say ya. And because it has become a precedence, no, nipa kuni debate na yeso ache. Asemo ameka tre no. Every nenumu I was say, hey, dabi, ene de nanka Ghana for yempene. Nanka ene de ya ye be sorry na nipa kuni yetu no. You say, hey, Charlie. The NDC, hey, asemo ya make wo, mark it down. If His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, whatever he has done, he continuously do that. Omaina webu no. Oguso abu ne sa pepepe. Odie, monse sanhwe. Odie, Ghana for nse mo kan say don't add anything. Send ya waye no level a wodi edu no. Odie, ombo modin no mbota level ne sa. Na endru ne last term so wo be free so. NDC problem a wo mo benya wo krom ha no. NDC problem wo benya wo krom ha no. Any problem ketwa. And yesterday, through my engagements, it was confirmed to me. So imagine these are people who understand the constitution, understand democracy, and then they are saying this. But what of the ordinary Ghanaian no, they will name be a friend constitution be a our non so the Mahama warrior no assisa na brabo. Okay, yesterday was the first time in a while that I enjoyed buying fuel in my car. Me need Jimmy home. Because seme kwa Accra, me nim fuel e was me to. Normally, because of my runs no intino. Every day, me kwa gym, me yesi, na makoha intino. Normally, no, within a week, I was me to fuel be 400 cedis within a week. Right? 400 cedis a week. And then I make us okay, 400 cedis a week, full on assume. Bende, I'm buying 200 cedis, and it's even lasting me more than a week. Charlie, do you know the savings from that? Enti, me say, Udi, send ye tibiano, and koso sa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But the addition of 2 NDC for so rough. Ozi afọ mo ntre mo adwen e wo comment box ni mo. Me da ase.